okay? You feel tired as if you've been here the whole day.
Maybe she was in traffic for a while. Get up. Tell us. Defend your photo. Please, what is the story here?
Hey, at your age.
Please, what's your story? Can anybody see any story and help me? Your power is on focusing. Very sharp image. But what is it for? See, I intentionally made a statement I made yesterday when I said, go and capture what you see and bring to us. I want to know if how you think. Are they going to seize the opportunity and bring me news? Now, Janelle, that's a camera. And so, that's a street camera. So I'm saying I've shot this because I want to showcase that this camera is at so and so place. Now, what I would do, why you can't continue your story, is that it doesn't depict any settlement. You see, it's only in the sky. It doesn't depict any settlement. Please, do you understand? A Togolese can say this is Togo. A Nigerian can say this is Togo. Heck, an American can say this is America. Please, do you understand? Because it doesn't show anything to identify it. Or somebody can say this was shot in Jamaica. Do you understand? So sometimes, that's why sometimes I say keep it simple. With this, if you're doing a photo story, the first photo you shoot of this should be wide, showing the locality and the camera, but shooting from the ground level. You show the locality. You can see that this is Accra. This is Accra. You must show something that people can use to identify the immediate environment. Do you understand? Then the next one is a zoom in, which is what you did to get this. You zoomed in, no? It's a zoom in of the image. So you show the first one, you took it with the pole there, the camera showing small there. They will say, what is this? So this is the pole, the camera in Accra with the poles. Are you? Then we come here and they say, isn't the same thing? Yes, please. So now this is a close-up of how it's been mounted. Then you finish your story. You shut us out. That is why, I don't know if you've all noticed this technique that graphic uses sometimes. They will take, you see a photo, then there's an insert. There's a big photo. Then on that photo is a smaller photo. It's because they are telling a story, but there are certain photos that you need two photos to tell. There are certain stories. You need two photos. This is a classic example. Please, you understand? So we didn't have that in mind when you're shooting that this project. You are educating us. So you are making us aware that these things are in town. People, drivers should stop over speeding. Riders should stop riding without helmets. You are informing the public. That's what you have done. You have informed the public. Now look out for this when I'm driving. And not pull up, because now those cameras, the way they position, I know that even if I run off 50 meters, I can still grab my number plates. But I can't say that, oh, it's a lie, it's not that. Do you understand? Okay. That's image, please. What is here? Please, what is this? Pardon? Did you say nothing? No. You see?
That is
No,
what I
have put there. You see how you see that means you're saying that your photo has failed. There's certain times you have to agree with the not so palatable. You see? Because that is what is in focus. It has been angled in a way beautiful. The sky is complementing the blue in that distance. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful photo. But what is it for? And you can't say it. We are here to do both. Beautiful photo but with meanings. Please, you understand? I'm not interested in ugly photos. I'm not an ugly woman. Every photo you bring in must be beautiful and with a meaning, just like yourself. Beauty with what? Grace. This photo, like Auntie said, you are showing us the billboards of Nanado. Again, we can say that you are taking, you see, you've taken this photo because of your background. Farm has an advertising firm, or you see, your images sometimes reflect your background. So what she's taking is a reportage for adverts, and these are the things that she's been doing. But in journalism, you can either make or make her. Because see, she couldn't defend. This is a report photo of maybe an area. These are the billboards there. These are the billboard space available. Or these are the current billboards in town. Consulting firms, advertising firms, they take this off. It's a record they are keeping. And it's also to prove to their client. It means that maybe they collected a contract to do Nanado's billboard. Or maybe they own in advertising, the space that billboards are mounted is owned by people. So they are trying to show you that, look, one of our clients is MPP. They have come to buy our stand to use for the Nanado. So even MPP considers our location of our signboards as vantage. So advertising firms, these are the kind of photos we take. We are storytelling people. We see and we take the obvious. We are here to advertise. That was not your aim. So your aim, what is your aim? It has not been achieved. What is this? What is this?
I saw it.
Where?
I saw it.
Where? Is this around Lagos?
See,
Is this around Lagos?
I don't.
Where? Where did you take the photo?
I was when I was
Living where?
to the house.
To where did you pass? Did you take this by a traffic light?
No,
Where did you take it? Where did you take it?
it was on that same stretch.
Which stretch?
The stretch where the billboards.
Oh yes, Atomic Junction. I'm sorry, passing. Oh. Atomic Junction. Yes, I've seen it. It's a construction.
No, it's a leisure center.
A leisure center.
Yeah.
So it's not a construction.
A
My
leisure
dear,
center.
you understand construction?
Okay.
You understand construction now?
Is it a completed facility?
No.
Or is it under construction?
This particular one is a completed one. So what they do is when they are about to have a program,
Is that not a structure? Is it not a
they
structure?
even take a full picture of
Honey, is that not a structure?
it's a structure.
It's not a building.
It's
Not
not.
was it not built?
Yes, it's built.
Was it not constructed? Is it not a construction? Take you are Google man when they say that then you get Google.
I'm sorry.
Look for the definition of a construction for me. Now you were marveled by it. Here again, you need two photos. But even this is big big enough that you didn't need 2 photos. You zoomed in. You should have first given us the whole thing. You see, the thing about zooming is we can always zoom in ourselves. Sometimes you should give us, most times give us the whole car. I asked you to look for the meaning of construction.
Yes,
You understand? What attracted you? See the way the metal is on top. But it's not in the sky. What you have shot is a misrepresentation. From your angle, you have misrepresented the construction. You understand? From your angle, it looks as if there's something there. You know what? Is this not a low angle thing? Is this not on the floor?
no, there is built. So this one is on the top.
On top of what?
So, a brick, just like a building. So they built the thing like 4 square, and this one is behind.
How high is the brick?
It's a tall building, just like above this height. This, it's not story. It's not a story building.
It's not a story.
So it's 2 parts. You see that particular this thing behind this one.
So you see, even the mere fact of what is going on here shows that your photo has not set the records. Set good.
Construction.
How do you define the
Construction. Construction is a general term meaning the art and science to form objects, systems of.
Stan, did you get it?
I got.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You thought I'll say it's being constructed. Please, do you understand? They built something, they put things together. So what you have done here, you see that you have created a lot of ambiguity. Now you almost attained it and then you left it there. You see? So sometimes if you miss something, if you have the opportunity, you go back and capture it. So this shows that you're just in the car and you're firing away. So please, what's the meaning of this one too?
Some of the pictures, I was testing the light.
Please, anything you submit here, you brought here, you have submitted it for marking. You are a journalist who sends on. You know this was an assignment, right? So we are at liberty to mark everything you put here. This was the meaning of this one.
I was trying to get the deal.
No, you are already presenting as a sample, so you are not trying. So what did you get? You already got it. So please, what is this? What is this? You see, you are already good with taking the photos. Your hand is straight and sharp. Yeah? So now you need to move away from point and shoot. That is what you are doing here. You didn't actually create any story. You just brought out your camera and you shot. Do you understand? You are in a car, a moving car, with the glasses rolled up. Or so you're just firing, taking out. It shows the energy you put in something. It shows. You understand? What about this echo block? Please, what is it?
I was really getting the deal.
Please, are we looking for a building to rent for the program? The building, and so you see how you play with dynamism here. You see angling, but yes, you've angled this picture for what? And so, do you understand? Now, please, what is going on here? Please, I put it to you that in all of your photos, this is the most vain one. This one here shows that you just need, because there's nothing in focus. And nothing in focus, this time around, I'm not talking about the sharpness of the camera, of the picture. I'm talking about in see the helmet standing. You can't see the man in what looks like MPP colors because we can't tell whether it's MPP dress and we can't tell his face. Because you can't tell whether it's any of the cars because there's nothing weird about any of the cars in the shot. Please, you can't say that it's the lady selling there because what is weird about the lady selling? If she's the one, if she's the subject of this composition, please, then she's not in focus. She's so far from the lens. So please, you see that there's no story. Please, you understand? See how I'm broken down your photo.
This place is oppressive. How are you?
This, what's the story for this one?
That's what you were trying to capture.
Do you see the story here?
I guess what she was trying to capture. This is the overhead then touches being built at Pokwase.
Please, I put it to you that this is the most useful of all the photos you've seen of yours so far. You are showing us Accra,
Yeah, this
Very
Pokwase.
and you've taken it from an angle that it's almost, it has a depth of it. We can feel like we can enter in. But it's also a lucky shot because the car was just moving, you saw it into, right?
Yesterday, what time did you in the afternoon?
No, so that means that, so I put it to you that this is why you are late.
Your shots were.
No, this is why you are late. You
No,
went
no.
to make photos.
No, this was yesterday.
Hey, at this, at the time that you left, you went.
Yeah.
No, you left in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You left in the afternoon. So I'm taking these images. You.
She was in the morning.
So you left around 1, right?
So all.
Have we finished the
It's like
photos?
all your shots were in the car.
You can end it.
Do you know what I like about your group?
Finish it.
Apart from ma'am, who even hers was a bit, it wasn't about her.
If she had given us all the shots, we would have not even one. Not even.
The one who presented one photo.
Yes.
That's why she feels she's not in the market screen. You know, so you are not part. You didn't submit any assignment for us, I'm concerned. You didn't submit it. Do you understand? You. But the rest of the 4, the beauty of your works is that unlike the other group, every shot of yours, oh, I like, oh, they shouldn't have been doing this here. In what capacity are you saying they shouldn't have been doing? They were shooting from their opinion. Oh. They shouldn't have done. I don't like the way they are doing this here. I don't like the way he sells. I don't like the way he has parked the car. It's not about you. Who did come from their home to see you? Oh, sit down. So at least, you see, Janelle's work, she gave us a tour in Accra from, what do you call it? All the way from, what's the first place?
Atomic.
Atomic to Pokwase. She's giving us a tour. You've seen buildings. She's giving us a site. That's a photo. You can name the album around town. Okay? But let me tell you something. Sometimes, not sometimes, and I'm not saying that you should limit your work, but this is something I learned in 2008 whilst working for the BBC. Take note, I didn't say I was working with the BBC. I worked for, meaning I just did one project. Or you just did projects. You are not on their payroll. I was on an assignment with them. We were shooting were captured. Adebayo was the footballer of the year, BBC Footballer of the Year 2007, and he was being awarded in 2008, right? That's how it's done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we followed. Now the story of Adebayo is a typical West African child. The father and mother come from or are nationalities of Nigeria. They are Yorubas. Adebayo was born in Togo, then brought into Ghana for schooling. They live on the border of Togo and Ghana, so his school's rather in Ghana. Do you see the uniqueness of that? So we took, and that's how come Adebayo stays in Ghana, because he schooled in Ghana. See, so we took it from Ghana into Togo. You see, because he got a scholarship because he plays ball very well. So he got a scholarship for a secondary school in Ghana. And on this tour, we even met one of his classmates. Then I went and I took a wide angle of one of the buildings in the village. And I ran to one of my senior colleagues, David, I forgot it, David, is it David Newton or David? He works for BBC Radio. He looked at it, but I had given him a collection about 10 photos. He looked at my main photo, then he flipped, and then there was a photo that was his favorite. It was of Adebayo that I gave him a seat. All the children wanted to take a photo with him. So I gave him a seat, and the children immediately ran to him. So they're trying to pull on him. And he said, always remember, humans tell more stories than structures. You know, so that was the thing about your photos. There was not one of any human being. You understand? It was more of structures. Now, you can only have admiration if we're structure lovers. We're architects. We love the last one because it's telling a developmental story. That last photo is a developmental story image. Do you understand? And so you got it. That's the last photo past you. See what has happened? We've been going through her frames. Her last photo past her. What's your last photo? You brought first and last. Do you understand? So I hope you've learned something from all this. From she who presented one food. I hear there's a story in the Bible where they asked somebody, Jesus asked somebody to get him a stick or something, or it to be able or something. And then the guy went and brought a counted number of sticks and stools. And Jesus said, you're not giving a number. You had the liberty to pick up. You chose this food. That is how long we live for. I don't see the Bible from a Christian perspective. I see the Bible as a collection of stories of daily life of people who lived before us. When you read the Bible like that, you can pick